the time. Extra lit, extra lit, extra lit. Big Cali world all the time. Extra lit, extra lit, extra lit. Big Cali world all the time. Extra lit, extra lit, extra lit. Big Cali world all the time. Extra lit, extra lit, extra lit.
What's up? It's the man with the plan. I ain't Clark Kent, but some ladies do call me Superman. It's your boy, Big Cali, man. And we here once again, feeling good, feeling great as usual. I'm here with one of my, first off, not only he's my homie, let's just get that straight. It's one of my, this is my nigga right here. But he's also one of my favorite rappers to smoke, listen to smoke with, drive to. This is like one of my shits I do. Man, this is my nigga Trizz, man. What's up, man? How you doing, bro?
What's going on, Big Cali? What up?
Shit, I'm chilling, man. Feeling good, feeling great. Quarantine during this 420.
Hell yeah.
I see you out there. I see you out there with a big coat on like you in New York or something, nigga. Where you at?
Yeah, you already know. I'm out here getting my social distancing on, smoking big blunts and doing that, you know.
Smoking big blunts and doing that? I feel you, nigga. I feel you, bro. But nah, bro. I was actually going to talk to you about because a lot of shit's been going down on the net. With your album that just dropped, bro.
Hell yeah.
That 3.5, bro. That 8th album, bro.
Yeah, that motherfucker's crazy, ain't it?
Man, yo, first off, who did you guys work with? I need to know, like, what went about that, man? How did that come about? This is the fourth one with you and Chuuwee, man.
Yeah. Basically, me and Chuuwee been working for like 6 years and shit. And we don't even purposely do it, but like for some reason, every 2 years we drop an album. And like, it just always sort of happened that way. And like people was asking for AMB4 and we were like, nah, we kind of done with that. After the third one, we was kind of done. We was like, man, how can we give them something like some more shit? You know what I mean? Yeah. But, you know, it'd be totally different. And we elevated now. We not new, but we want the sound to be more different, like more,
right.
I don't know how to explain it. More original, you know what I mean? We just wanted to go.
That's what I was going to ask you. What did you say that like separated this album from the other ones as far as it was? Sonically, was it different? Was it just the process, the feel of it? What was different about it?
Just you could just hear. I'm gonna be honest and blunt. Like you could just tell we just we got more shit now, like more money now. You can just hear it in the songs and shit.
I'm already knowing how that goes, bro. I'm already knowing. Like I was thinking about some of like my first times when I was DJing and hosting and shit like that. I was talking on niggas' mics and the phones, doing voice notes, and then you can clearly see the difference and tell the difference in my shit from when I started using studios and paying for time,
you know
and paying for engineers and taking that extra day just to mix down
like
and shit.
Yeah, like the sound has always been there. It's just like as far as the lyrical content, you could just hear what we talking about. Like you could just tell niggas got a bag, like you know what I'm saying? Like all of this independent shit, you know what I mean? Like 3.5 is just new shit. It's not A&B no more. So we didn't want to call it A&B3 or A&B4. You know,
that's what I was going to ask you. Why not A&B4? Like why the name switch?
Because we updated, we upgraded. You know what I mean? We on to bigger and better shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
3.5 is like it's like an introduction to like we stepping over. We like basically it's like we graduating into some bigger and better shit. You know?
Right.
Like
that's tight,
it's only
man.
one feature on there. My nigga Denver came through and laid a feature on there. And then
out,
too,
man.
like we call it eighth because it's like an eighth is something you can relate to. Like everybody can relate to an eighth. Like the you can relate to like a when I say an eighth, like we call it eighth. Well, I like to think that we call it eighth because it's like if you ain't got, if it's 3, 4, 5 of your homies, like an eighth will do it. You know what I mean? An
eighth will get you through. An eighth will get you through for sure.
An eighth is enough. That's why on the cover, it's not the greatest looking weed on purpose. You know what I mean? It's like
I was gonna ask you. Wow, hey bro, Trizz, you really answered all the questions I was really gonna ask you. I was like, bro, I know you smoke gas, bro. Yeah. I know you smoke. I just smoke gas with you plenty of days.
Everybody know I smoke gas.
But this is bringing it back to the foundation. Back when niggas was first getting
original. You know what I mean? Right. Like it's original shit. It's like this is where we come from though. Like nigga, this ain't like nigga. We didn't smoke. You ain't never smoked no Bammer before?
Of course I did. You know. Hey, low key, I was gonna talk about that. It was this time when I was on tour in Detroit. I don't know if you I know you tour, so I know you know about that Midwest Lagan tour where all of a sudden you appreciate California weed so much.
Bro. I had the worst experience with weed in fucking Alabama.
I was my God. In Bama, what the fuck? You bought weed in? I would be so scared.
Bro,
hell nah.
It was the worst weed I had ever smoked in my life.
I need to know, how was the setup? How's the transaction?
We were outside.
Could it have been normal?
We were outside. We were outside at a show. And it was like before the show, we were outside the tour buses and shit hanging out.
Yeah.
And we were trying to find weed. So we started walking, we bumped into some fans that knew where we can get some weed. They're like, shit, we got weed on this. We'll smoke with you guys. You don't even got to buy it. We like, cool, man. They must have rolled that shit up. It was a thin-ass joint.
No.
The weed tasted terrible. It was like, he's like, yeah, man, but you got to know where you at. We in Alabama. We not in LA.
I hate that fucking excuse. That's my most hated excuse when I go. I don't care.
Granted though, that was in 2013. When exotics weren't really that like what they are now, but
back when it was only perps and like Blue Dreams.
Yeah, weak ass Blue Dream. That shit was so trash.
Blue Dream had such a great run in the weed community world because it was like the only weed you can get that was like a mid shelf, but it's still kind of blue like a top. Heavy.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah, that's another thing. People was always rapping about it, and that's what made weed popular. That shit was trash. It was like the first weed to have a cool name.
Bro, hell nah. But when was your first time smoking? This is 420. We got. I want to add. When was your first time smoking, bro? When you remember your first time?
I didn't really get high though.
When was your first time getting high? Fuck smoking. When was your first time
First time I ever got high, I was 14, and I was at my cousin's girlfriend's house. She was a dyke. She was a heavy weed smoker. This story's already crazy.
I went there.
Yeah, and like she rolled up some weed. She got a blunt, and we started playing video games. And I was like, yo, I noticed I was high because I was like I just started feeling weird. The screen started doing weird shit. It was my first. I was only 14 years old though. You know what I mean? If I experience that now, it's like I'm having a really fun time. But
right,
I was 14 at the time, and I was that shit sucked. And then trying to hide it.
That's what I was gonna say. How's the hiding process? Like, what was that?
Like, trying to hide when you're high. Trying to hide when you high is the worst shit in the world, bro. Because on the real, because it's like, damn, you already don't like being high, and then it's
and you're just there
then you gotta
feeling
hide
it
too from moms.
Just feeling it, like, damn.
That shit used to be the worst. But yeah, I was 14 though when I first got high. But the first time I tried it though, I was probably like same age. I just didn't get high. You know how when you first
you're hitting
somebody
like this?
first smoke, they don't inhale it. Yeah, they do that.
And bro, when I first started smoking, I was walking home with this girl that I liked. All right, that's how it all started. All right, on some shit. I was in middle school. I was like maybe 13. Yeah, I was 13. We walking home. She pulled out a doobie out of her titty. Automatically, I was
crazy.
It was in a Ziploc bag too. Like she was planning to smoke this whole walk home, bro.
That's crazy.
Nigga, I was walking and then she gave it to me. I hit it, so I went like this. I said,
and blew it out.
I was like faking, you know. I thought that's what you're supposed to do.
She like, stop wasting my weed.
Yeah, she grabbed the blunt, hit it, and then gave me a shotgun and blew it directly in my mouth.
Oh yeah,
that was the first time I ever smoked. Once I hit that shit, I ate up all her snacks. I went to sleep for like 4 hours. Her mama had almost had to give me a ride home because her mama knew I was high.
Yeah. And then you tripping and shit. You like, then you keep getting up. It wasn't that fun.
It wasn't that fun.
Man, it's not fun when you first get high.
It wasn't, but then I just did it again.
Then you do it again, and you do it next thing you know. You're trying to get that first high back.
Hey, you know what's even deeper is I remember the first time, like I remember when I had the first buy weed.
Oh yeah.
Like I remember when it was free, like the whole first few times, like all my friends used to smoke. So I was like, all right, cool, we smoking. Bro, then all of a sudden one day they're like, hey, Big C, you want to like put in 5? I was
That's when because it was like at first when you the mediocre smoker. They don't really expect you to put drop. They don't expect you to drop the cash in. They they just keep letting you hit it. Yeah, you get to that fifth time you smoking with niggas. They like, yeah, drop that 5.
Yep.
Next thing you know, you looking for the dime bag.
The dime, and then you buy your own dub, and then you keep the dub for you, and then you bring like a dime sack in the session, and you keep a 10 for you. And that's when it was really
then like after that first year, you start buying 8.
Yep, and then that's where you start.
Because your first year, you sporadically, you like, here, let me go get a gram.
Right now.
Because you keep hitting it and putting it out, hitting it, putting it out.
You're not lying. No.
That's the new smokers.
And then you get the 2. I remember back in the day, it was the 2 for 30s. That was the biggest deal in the game.
Oh, hell yeah.
A gram of Kush used to be like $20 to $30.
$20, yeah, 20 to 30. Yeah.
So if you got the 2 for 30s,
and then you
get the 8th, or you can get the 8th for like 45 or 50.
Hell yeah. That's why that's what 8th was mad expensive.
Bro, I've been smoking
it. It used to be $50, $60, yeah. For a bullshit 8th too.
Bullshit, some Blue Dream. Blue Dream.
Some nasty ass Blue Dream with sticks in it.
But then when I knew life was fucked up is when I went to the Bay. And when I went to Frisco for the first time, and I saw the perps out there, and I saw a perp out there, and they were like, Big Cali, man, I got some perp. What's up? We got some perps. I mean, it's cool. I was like, you got perp? Hell yeah. They were talking about like it was weak. I didn't get it. I was like, why y'all give it? They're like, bro, we got Girl Scout cookies. I was like, Girl Scout cookies?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, that's what I do. My mind got blue on that shit, man.
Up north is crazy with the weed, man. They weed is like, I don't like to say nigga shit is better than LA and shit in the IE, but up there,
I'm gonna come clean. When it comes to exotic weed, I'm talking about those names like gelato and supercalifragilistic, OG and shit like that.
Yeah.
They got it. But when it comes to good American, true OG, nobody's fucking with SoCal. Sorry.
Nobody, on the real.
Sorry.
Yeah, on the real. SoCal do got the best, like.
We gonna give you the most THC for your buck.
But they got, you know what though? They got the humble counties and they got the, they all up in Oregon and they growing.
Have you done shows out there? Have you done shows out there in Humboldt?
Bro, I did a show in Humboldt in Eureka, California. No one came. I literally performed for the promoter and his kid. I got a rack for that nigga. And I spent time with. Yeah, I felt hella stupid. I looked retarded, nigga. And I got ran out of town by the Hells Angels. Hell yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's all the real story.
HA came for you? HA came for you in the bikes?
Nah, look, check this out. This what happened. Quick story. Look, no, I ain't never told this story before, but this is real shit.
Exclusive.
Let me pass this blunt.
Go ahead.
Okay, look. So we on tour or whatever. It's 2015. Me and my girl and my homeboy Zach put a tour together. I did like 7 shows. I was headlining my own shit. And boom, we get up to Eureka. It's already weird. I'm like, damn, this is strange because it's the middle of nowhere. It's no man's land and shit. And we already seeing motorcycles and shit. Like, I'm like, damn, this is like a real, like, all white, get the fuck out of town type of motherfucking city. Like, right? It's small, motherfucking, the population is probably like 1,000 people. It's small as fuck.
Yeah.
So anyway, after the show, we standing in the parking lot and I see the motherfucking bikes like in formation driving around the venue, like, cause it's a small town. So like you can see them driving around just like over and over. They're just circling the block. We just keep seeing them turn the block. And I'm like, this is weird. This is just strange. So boom, we get back to the hotel.
Yeah.
And like all these hell angels are like sitting in the parking lot, like all of them. And everybody that's with me, we probably like 10 deep because we're on tour.
I was going to say, how deep are you? Like, how big was it? Was it like a small tour? What tour was it?
It was a small tour, but I had like 10 people with me. I had my girl, I had a tour manager, I had an artist and his DJ. I had another artist and his DJ.
And are we talking all black?
Yeah. It was like a couple, it was like 2 white people with us.
No, okay, like 2.
It probably was like 4 blacks. It was probably only like 4 blacks. All the blacks stayed. And we had fat rooms that night. I was pissed off. All the black on the real. I had a jacuzzi in my room.
You appreciate that big room on tour. You appreciate the good room. With the good shower and the good bed.
Yeah, enjoyed all that. No one came to the show. Yeah. That shit was stupid. But anyway. Yeah, So the homies, the white homies went in there, got our luggage, grabbed our shit, and we drove to the middle of town towards our next show, an hour outside of town. Yeah. And we got in this fucking cheap ass motel, and we all just slept in there till the next morning. That shit was motherfucker. But yeah, man, it was still some good ass weed. My fucking rider came with like an ounce and my payout, and that was some really good ass weed. So yeah, I've been all through Oregon.
What's on your rider, Trizz? I'm just curious. Yeah, what's on your? You have an ounce of weed on your rider?
Nah, that tip. Nah, well, I'll ask for that if I have a rider like that. Like sometimes they'll be like, "Yo, do you like for college shows and shit? Like if me and Chuuwee do college shows, we'd be like, oh yeah, if y'all could just have some weed there for us." And our money and just some liquor, we good. That's it. We don't ask for shit.
I always used to require a bottle of liquor. Of liquor, and then I used to always say I need to be able to smoke. I don't care. I don't need where. It needs to happen because I know how these venues be. They be snaking you. Because I was on a smokers club tour. Okay, smokers club tour, and we're going to venues that say you can't smoke in the. I'm like, wait, what?
Oh yeah, no.
I'll be like, all them venues.
I be always asking motherfuckers like, what do y'all do when Wiz come through here?
I would love to know.
You know what I'm saying?
What do you do when Snoop come through?
Snoop come through, nigga. What? Tell Snoop he can't smoke. That's over with. That's why I like a lot of those. But a lot of those venues and shit that we be doing and shit, the best way to earn that type of respect is to abide by the rules. And the next time you go through there, they gonna show you love. I swear to God, it always happens. Whenever I build a good relationship with these venues, I always build a good relationship. Oh, don't smoke? All right, cool. I tell the team, don't smoke. Let's respect their wishes. You know what I mean? I bet you when we come back through here, you know, they probably be like, okay, look, y'all can smoke, but just take it to over here. You know what I mean?
They just always have some little secret, like little hallway or some kind of like back street alley, and then they'll send a little guard with you.
Yeah, you never know. But if you're an asshole, you know what I mean, and you got this badass reputation, niggas ain't gonna fuck with you. Snoop and them ain't get to that point just off rip. They earned that, you know?
Man, talk your shit. Real shit.
You know what I mean? So, you know, that shit be whack, bro.
Coming in there hella entitled. Like, I need to do it. That's how you fuck up the plug, though. And you fuck up the jug for the next show. Because you might go to that show as, like, an opener. Next year, you going back to that same venue because every label uses the same set of venues when you go into town. And now you're the headliner, and they like, oh, this nigga came as an opener last year and was on some
you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Let me take my battery right quick. Let me make sure we get. Oh, yeah, we straight. Cool. Yeah. That on the real, though. Yeah, you got to earn them rights. You know what I'm saying?
I have a question. When you're talking about earning your rights and putting in the work, you put in a lot of work, Trizz. You're very humble. Yeah, you just recently started talking about your accolades last year. You've been having numbers. You've been putting in work. I've been seeing you since 5 years ago, back when you were working with radio and doing that track on him.
Real. Yeah, so
I remember even all that. With that being said, what was it like? How did you level it up? How did you take it to that next level? What was it? I'm not gonna accept you were just putting out music on the internet and hoping. You were doing something. Nah. What is that? What is the word?
What I did was I put it all on the line, really. Like, I quit my last job, like, maybe, like, almost 10 years ago, like, 9 years ago. And, like,
I saw you tweet about that. You said you haven't worked for anyone other than yourself.
Yeah, since I was 19 years old, yeah. And so I was just like, yo, I'm going to just put everything into my music. Like, I'm going to just record at home. I'm going to put out projects every year. I'm going to keep putting out singles, and eventually all my money going to accumulate. And I'm going to just save all my bread. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be trying to have no kids and no shit like that because I can't afford it. And shit, I'm doing all music shit. You know what I mean? I'm just doing all music. And then I would just be all independent, and I wasn't too big for collabs and shit. When artists wanted to work with me, I just worked with them. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I got my name out there. I don't do that now, but I earned my stripes first. You know what I mean? Like, anytime a nigga wanted to work, all my homies will tell you, dog, they was all at my house recording. Anytime anybody wanted to come record or record in the IE, like around like the North Fontana, like Rialto area, they was recording at my house. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas was coming through my crib and recording this shit. Like, I was the one that always had the studio and put niggas on and telling niggas what to do and how to maneuver and shit. Like, I was always on that shit. Nigga, I've been doing
when
that shit.
When did that start?
2006.
How old were you then? Like
14.
Like what? So you're a
Yeah, I'm
freshman in
20.
high school and you already been laying out the fucking blueprint that you're on
Yeah,
right
I was
now?
passing out CDs. I was passing out CDs at school in fucking ninth grade. I had printed out my own CDs and was passing them out. And I got music online from 2006.
I was about
all
to
the way
say,
up
what
to
was the name of your
2020.
first album your first album that you put out that you were putting out in ninth grade? Were you Trizz?
It was terrible. It was called Struggling in the West. That shit was ass.
Struggling in the West.
That title sounds cliche as fuck.
Why you not? You look so mad about it too. I can see your face.
That shit was weak. That shit was trash.
What did you record on?
On fucking Windows. Like, there used to be this thing on, if you click like the little start and then you there's like this little recorder on the Windows 2000.
Damn,
and,
so
you can only record. Yeah, you can only record like 50 seconds. So all my songs was mad short and shit. You know what I mean? And I did what I could, nigga, and I didn't give a fuck. I always use my resources. That's another thing. People always try to be like, oh, I ain't got the money to do this. I ain't got the money to do that. Like, I just kept recording until my sound got better. That's why I got over 2,000 songs online. At least.
God damn.
Easy. And over like 150 videos online.
How many videos have you put out this past year? I remember you
just
tweeted
this
something.
Year alone,
you tweeted, what's your stat? Like if you're a basketball. Yeah, what's your basketball stats for 2020 so far?
You feel me? Like it's only first of all, it's 2020. I already put out
It's April,
videos.
4 months.
It's April.
4 months.
I put out 3 videos already. Last year I put out like 15. The year before that, I put out 16. I know that because I remember counting 2018, but I'm not lying. Like, people can go look at the numbers, look at my features, look at all my collaborations, look at all my singles and shit. And they can go back to every single year and you can see the numbers and shit. It's all there.
So is the secret you just work harder than everybody?
I just dropped the video last week and I'm finna drop another one in 2 weeks. I'm about to drop on shit. Matter of fact, shout out, nigga, my new label I'm on, nigga, Substance Records, nigga. That's what I'm saying, nigga. Niggas don't be knowing, man. I got 4 deals, bro. Niggas don't know, man.
Hold on, slow down. You're Mayweather right now. By the way you're just dropping this shit right now. I mean,
I got 4 deals: Tommy Boy Records, Substream Records, courtesy of Invoke Records, Below System Records, and Top Notch Music Records. I'm signing all 4 of them. And all my labels. Distribution, no record deals. I'm still independent. That's all.
So can you explain to people what that means for somebody that may not be in the industry, that may not know? What does that mean when you mean I'm still signing myself, but you just say you have 4 deals. So it sounds like you're signed to 4 different people.
Okay, yeah.
How are you independent but yet still signed?
Basically I have distribution. So when I'm ready to put out a project, I can go through any one of those 4 labels and put out that project. I have terms with each and one of those companies, but like one label may be like, oh, we only got a 5-song deal with you, so cool. All I gotta do is get him single. You know what I mean? And with another label, it's like, well, Below System, I get in whatever I want because I got a different relationship with them. But they just feed the music to the public. That's what a distribution label is, and they promote what they can. Yeah, so they're just machines. Deal? They're different machines. Like Below Systems in Europe.
Yeah,
Europe don't got the same connections as New York. Tommy Boy's in New York, so I push music out there with them.
So you got the label
Substream, and Substream is in Ohio, in the Midwest. Tommy Boy ain't got a plug like that in the Midwest, so I signed with them. So I got music pushing in the Midwest. You feel me? Like in different regions, you know what I mean? And then on the West Coast, that's just me. Like,
that's what I was gonna say. Then the West Coast, you got that because you worked hard and put in your years.
I can do that myself, yeah. But I got labels.
Is that what you say is what the labels attracted to you? Is that what they want? You say is the fact that
they want somebody already working. They want somebody already working. Like, labels don't come. Distribution labels don't just sign people. Like, they want to see you already working because they want their money back.
Quick.
Yeah, so it's like a label may be like, oh, yo, we'll give you $5,000 for this next project. You know what I mean? Like Below System gave me, like, for our last project, we got a few racks for it.
Yeah.
He already know he's gonna make that back because he's seen our resume already. He's already seen our numbers. So he's like, oh yeah, I don't give a fuck about giving you that because I know I'm gonna make it back. You know what I mean? That's all. Yeah. Versus a fucking record label who's gonna be like, yo, we're gonna put all this money into you because your single was popping last year. And then when they drop another single and you don't make it, they $1 million back and these motherfuckers be stuck trying to figure it out. And they get dropped because they can't sell the next song. Yeah. That's different. That's the difference between independent and being major. Like a lot of niggas get that shit confused.
And you know what's deep about it? You got niggas like Currency. He talks about being like independent a lot, and even Brother Lynch, who you work under, and like Tech Nine, all the like.
And I had the courtesy to work with all of them. Tech.
How did that come about?
Currency. Tech. I opened for Tech and Lynch because Lynch discovered me through Twitter, like 8 years ago, and then he took me on tour with Lynch, and then I'm in with Tech Nine, and I've done over maybe 250 shows with Lynch.
Damn. How's a Brother Lynch show and Trizz combo for people that know? I can only imagine, because I listen to Brother Lynch's music. I'm gonna come clean. And shout out Brother Lynch, man. Lynch for sure. But when I was a kid, that shit scared the fuck out of me, bro. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready, but that shit was real.
That's the coat hanger strangler. That's the baby killer.
How was that dynamic? Did you just come in like, fucking, I'm gonna do my shit, or were you trying to like adapt to maybe his show?
Hell no. I didn't have to come in and try to mock or do, because that's why he fucked with me, because I was doing my own shit. Like, he was just like, you want to do shows? I'm like, for sure. He was like, all right, for sure. You down to be my hype man, and I'll let you perform too. You can perform, and then you have to be my. I'm like, for sure, nigga. That's the same thing Kendrick did for J-Rock. The same thing that happened with Kendrick and J-Rock, because J-Rock signed to Strange Music. And then Kendrick went on tour with J-Rock. J-Rock took him as his hype man, and that nigga Kendrick blew the fuck up. You know what I mean? Damn. Same shit. I went on tour with this nigga with Lynch as his hype man on the Strange tour. You know what I'm saying? And from there, I just went to go do my own thing and shit.
Right.
That's how it went. That's how it went down.
Man, and you know what's tight about that is a lot of people think like they kind of, that's why people who aren't humble or people that ain't trying to work, they don't make it in this shit. They don't do it because you just say like, oh, I opened up for him and it worked out and I was cool and I probably did 250 shows. I'm sure.
Yeah, those first 100 shows, I wasn't getting paid for it. So
that's what I was gonna say. It was a good amount of them you weren't getting paid, my nigga.
Nah, I didn't have to get paid. Like, nigga, I was in front of mad fans. Like, I was on a tour bus and shit.
Right. Like, you can't. Money can't buy that. Money can't buy that.
Money cannot buy a good relationship, bro. I went on 2 major tours strictly off of relationships and posting my music. That's why I be like, niggas be trying to make it shit. I went to Europe with the Cunning Linguist. They out of Kentucky. The first like 15 shows all sold out. We in Cologne, we in fucking London, fucking Bristol, we in Switzerland, all type of shit. Showed out. I got on that tour just because I posted a link, and then that nigga seen it. He was like, this shit is tight. Slide with us. We can't pay you, but we'll feed you and put you in a hotel every night.
Ain't that how it works? We'll take care of you.
I could do the rest myself. So yeah, that's how that happened too. Then that was with the Cunning Linguist. Go ahead.
Quick question. I got you for a minute, man. My bad, man. I appreciate you, man. But I have a question of like, what is like, okay, so you're independent. You're not working a physical 9-to-5 job. Your job is your art, your passion.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
how is it during this quarantine time? Have you been affected by it? Have you seen it drop? Because have you been affected by it? Because literally,
I'm fine. Yeah, for sure. Shows. I took a little hit. Yeah, I took a little hit. I had to dip into my savings. That happened
real
so
nigga. Far. Real nigga, I already know.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I had to dip into my savings this month, and that kind of bothered me. But I'm very good. I'm still like, it'll start getting tricky. Like if it's still how it is right now, and I'm cool. If it's still how it is right now in fucking September, then I'm gonna have to hit the emergency button. But right now I'm good though. Right now I'm good. I got multiple hustles. I got multiple streams of income. I'm straight right now.
But here's the part where I'm saying, where the people see you're constantly putting out material. You're putting out projects. You're literally still connecting with the fans and giving them the music. Yeah. Nothing stopped at all.
Ain't nothing stopped. We just in the house. Feel me? The night me and Chuuwee album dropped, nigga, we was in the living room, nigga, giving a full live performance, nigga, for a whole hour. 2 hours. We performed our solo shit, and then we performed our new album and our old albums, nigga.
Is that
we
the
had
future?
To cut the live off. Huh?
Is that the future?
The future. What you talking about?
Do you think it's the future? You think that's the future of artists?
Future.
Are artists going to be doing that? Or you think that's where it's going, bro? Because you just told me you did a whole rollout of an album, performed in your living room, and now you're getting streams. And it's not like it's not stopping. It's not the numbers are not stopping.
No. The numbers dropped in March, though. I ain't gonna lie. The numbers dropped in March. I seen the numbers drop in March, but
niggas was depressed.
I seen when we start promoting, though, we start getting on the promo. We start doing the little in the living room concerts and the motherfucking FaceTime interviews I've been having and just staying active with the fans and shit. This little shit I'm doing with you right now, like, we gotta, keep the content going. I see the numbers going back up, so.
Yeah, of course, as long as you have it there.
And I'm on Twitch and shit now, you know what I mean? I incorporated the video games, you know what I'm saying? And I start bringing my rapper homies on, you know what I'm saying? And,
I'm glad you were talking about 2K too, because I just started getting on my 2K shit. I just discovered you could pay $5 and get 20,000 VC points and start balling out on niggas real quick in the creative player. I just discovered that niggas didn't even know. I started discovering the neighborhood. The neighborhood is so lit.
Nigga, the neighborhood is cracking. I be in the neighborhood. I be playing with audio pushing. I be playing with Octane and shit.
Oh yeah, I did see you go live playing them niggas. You're why you doing niggas like that?
You feel me? I crashed Price bad. Octane got me, and then I played Noah, and he got me, and then I brought the brother Lynch on. We was playing Call of Duty, so
you know who we got to set up? We got to set up you versus my boy Vince. My boy Vince Staples.
Oh yeah,
bro.
Hell yeah.
No, hell you and him go live and play, or just play. Go in, just play. Fuck it, just straight up real nigga shit. I'm gonna be real.
We gotta play.
Or my nigga Lil C. You know 3. My nigga 3.
Yeah, whoever want it, let them know. I play the 2K. I'll run niggas with whoever. We can play random. It ain't nothing but a G thing. Let me know.
I feel you, bro. Before we get out of here, bro, what advice do you have for the people, man? Like, that maybe in your predicament, you're from the IE, from LA, far from the go, you've been touring 250 shows, I mean, multiple, doing a thing. What advice do you have for people that want to even get started during this time, maybe? Like, they're like, okay, I have all this free time now. I've always wanted to do this.
Okay, look, if you always wanted to do this shit, I'm going to tell you this. Check this out. You heard it from here. It's called the 1,000 fan rule. If you could accumulate 1,000 fans, you can quit your job. If you could accumulate 1,000, if you could accumulate 1,000 diehard, active, not passive, because you want active listeners who go to your name and like your page and follow you on Spotify and shit. If you can get 1,000 active listeners, followers, like I'm talking about fans, you could quit your job. Because if you think about this. Let's just say,
break it down.
Let's just say you drop a project, right? You drop a single, and 500 of those 1,000 people buy your single off of iTunes for 99 cents. That's $500. You feel me? And that may not be a lot, but I'm saying that accumulates more and it doubles and it goes on and on. You're not gonna have 1,000 fans forever, you know what I'm saying? But once you get 1,000 like solid fans, like you're able to quit your job. I'm telling you that because from experience. Like I know this for a fact.
That's the realest shit ever, man. That's some real shit, man. Trizz, what's your for Xbox PS4? Talk to me.
Oh yeah, Baby Rip Gut, Xbox. I don't fuck with fucking PS4. Niggas already know it's not going down. You already know, nigga. So that's over with. So yeah, Xbox.
Hey, that's it. Just Xbox and that's it.
Yeah, hell yeah, no.
Hey, why do you love the Rockets so much?
Because of Tracy McGrady, nigga. I've been a fan for 17 years. 2003, 17 years. I've been a fan 17 years.
That's the only thing we've ever argued about. That's the only thing we've ever disagreed on. That's the only thing we've ever talked about consecutively on the internet.
My phone. I gotta plug my phone up real quick. Let me go to my car right there.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Let me go to my car right quick.
This real nigga shit. This is the future.
Yeah, no, Rockets, 17 years. I've been a fan that long. Trace McGrady. You know what I'm saying? That's why. So, you know.
I don't know, man. I just can't accept that you really thought that the Rockets are gonna win the shit.
I know you can't get. Oh, I for sure thought they was gonna win the shit.
What? I hate how serious you are about that. Why do you feel like they would have won the championship?
Bro, because I'm confident in my team. I'm a diehard fan, nigga. You feel me? You see how close we get every fucking year? Every year, the Warriors get in our fucking way. And we always choke. We always take too many threes. But I'm telling you, we ain't got this far with Russ yet. I'm talking, Harden and Russ was finna go crazy. I'm telling you. With that small ball was working. Nigga, we won almost 10 games straight with small ball. The Lakers was the first team, not the Lakers, but the Milwaukee Bucks was the first team we played when we started PJ Tucker at the 5. And we beat them niggas. Straight up.
So it was PJ Tucker against fucking what? Giannis?
No, Lopez. Brook Lopez.
Brook Lopez? Who was guarding Giannis?
It was Covington. We got Covington right now. Covington was what was guarding Giannis that night. They was going back and forth, doubling that nigga.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, man. The Lakers got robbed this year. The Lakers got robbed this year, man.
Hey, the Lakers would have went all the way.
Thank you, Trizz, for being a real nigga and just
I'm a real one. I'm a real one.
Thank you.
It would have been. We would have had to face y'all in the Western Conference Finals if we would have got to that. And
y'all would have beat the Clippers
for sure.
Kawhi and Paul George.
I think we can beat the Clippers. I think we can beat the Clippers. Yeah.
Woo.
We already beat up on the Clippers. We beat up on them niggas in the regular season. They got us one time and we beat them the next. So it'll be a good series.
It will, man. How do you feel about the NBA coming back with no fans? No fans in the arena, just games. How do you feel about that, player?
I just want
Are you watching practice ball?
No, I don't be watching none of that shit.
It's gonna be practice ball. No fans is practice. I don't care.
Yo, I see what you. Yeah, see, I fuck with it kind of because it's like, you know, at least they trying to get the basketball back on. Like if it ain't gonna be no fans there, the hype won't be there. That's gonna be kind of a shame and boring. But man, I just want to watch some basketball, fam.
Best place outside of California that you had weed, and what strain was it, and where was it at? And if you remember, how'd you get it? I'm just kind of curious. Outside of California, the best weed.
Outside of California, the best weed I probably had. I was in Austin, Texas.
I knew it was gonna be somewhere randomly, like in the South, bro. The South.
Yeah, I was in Austin, Texas. I was at the B Kitchen. It's a studio, the South by Southwest weekend. Okay. This was 2019. I can't remember the strain it was though. But I obtained it because.
What did it smoke like? What did it smoke like?
It smoked like cookies. It was some cookies.
Okay.
It smoked like cookies. It was fruity. I was it I want to say, was it that punch, Purple Punch?
Oh yeah, I know about Purple Punch.
Yeah.
Purple Punch is my shit.
That shit is fire.
Hey man, if you're gonna do a 1-day concert. Last question, because I want you to think about this one. Because this is gonna show a lot about what you are right now. If you could put together, because you know every artist gets on and they start throwing their own festivals.
Yeah.
If you could do a 1-day festival, where would you throw it, and who are the artists gonna be?
I would throw it in the IE.
Where in the IE? Like what specific city you think?
It'll be at the over there in Fontana on Cherry at the racetrack.
Ooh, where
Hard is.
Hard Summer is.
Yeah, Hard Summer is. It'd be there. I would have Snoop for sure. I would have.
You gotta have Uncle Snoop.
I would have Snoop for sure. I would have Sugar Free. I would have fucking. I would have Drake. I would have.
Hold up. Whoa, slow down. You said Snoop, Sugar Free, and Drake?
Yeah, listen. Hear me out. These are, nigga, my festival's already cracking, nigga.
It's so cracking already.
That motherfucker is already cracking, nigga. That shit going up, nigga. Hold on. Yeah, look where I go with it though. I had Lil Wayne. That's wow. Stupid. Hold on, and then like I would throw all the homies on the whole IE card to be stupid. I have, me on there, nigga.
Yeah.
I have motherfucking Noah on there. I have Stevie on there. I have all my dogs on there. I have Cali, my boy Cali Clips on there. Yep. Chuuwee on there.
Yep.
Currency on there. Brother Lynch on there.
Whoa, you just threw. Now you just went straight in. Like, whoa, now we just spit. So hold on, how long is this concert? It's gonna be all day.
Oh, nigga, it's a 2-day festival, baby. It's a 2-day festival.
But you done made the 1-day festival to a 2-day festival.
Oh, it's 2 days. Hold on. Yeah, I'm not down. Hold on. Yeah. Then who else? I have Janae Aiko come through.
For sure.
Yeah, I have her come through. Ooh, nigga. I have mad motherfucker. Eminem would be my headliner. Yeah.
Wow. Why Eminem?
Yeah,
Why Eminem?
Nigga, that's my favorite rapper of all time, nigga. I'll take no Eminem slander, nigga. I do not fuck around with Eminem slander, nigga.
Hold on.
Eminem's my favorite rapper.
So be real, Trizz.
I'm listening.
I'm going to ask you, have you listened to new Eminem? I'm talking about the Eminem that's been dropping in the last 12 months.
Yeah, the Music to Be Murdered by, that shit is tight. Look, you think I'm lying now? Nah, I like that. I ain't gonna say I like it front to back, fam, but I do like.
Thank you, sure. All right, I like the Royce to 5.
I like the Royce to 5'9" record. I like the Young M.A. record. See, it's not too many on there that I can say I like.
Cool, because we're talking about Eminem, the same man who made Marshall Mathers LP, the same man that made Slim Shady LP, the same man that made Infinite.
Those are all yeah, but you know what I mean? You get older and things change.
See?
You know what I'm saying?
You're an artist. That's that artist. Y'all stick together. Artists, y'all like a big correlation together.
Yeah, we do. I have to. And then you gotta understand something, bro. Like, he still sells records. Eminem sold the most records. He sold more records than any other artist in the world last year. The world.
That's deep. That's deep.
I fuck with him. I don't take no slander.
Real shit, Trizz. Hey, bro. Well, I appreciate you, man, chilling out with me on your 420, man. Having a little smoke break with your boy. It's been a while, man. Where can people get your shit? Shout out your music. Shout out all your links, Go
to Trizz. Go to TrizzOnline.com. We in a drought. Buy some merch. Buy some CDs.
Buy some shit with that stimulus check. I know you got the money.
I'm running a sale right now.
Let's go, Trizz. You got the sale for
everything. Right now everything is 35% off. The promo code is takeoff35. Go get some merch, man. We need the dollar bill.
Let's go. For sure. What about your music, videos, all on Spotify?
3.5, the album is out right now with me and Chuuwee. Go get that. Me and Self Provoke just dropped a record called Timescape, produced by Nug Life. That shit is out.
Shout out my nigga Nug Life. My nigga Nug Life is nice.
Hell yeah.
My nigga Nug Life.
Me and Rob Markman just did a record with what's his name? Something Minds. I forgot. But me and Rob Markman got a record that's out right now. Go check that out. It's called Death Around the Corner. I got records out, man. And I got the most West Coast album you ever heard coming out in July, nigga. I got Cocaine on the intro.
You don't got cocaine. Hey, oh my God. First of all, can I be real with you? I was listening to Snoop Dogg Last Meal Saturday. No fucking cap, my nigga. Real nigga. I'm on the 60 freeway. I had a little appointment to get to, so I'm driving and I'm listening to it. And I was listening to all his interludes, all his breakdowns. I was like, cocaine. If you niggas don't know about cocaine, I'm gonna just say this right now as a real nigga. This nigga's probably the most underrated nigga who's on a hook.
He's the most featured artist in the world, and some people don't even know.
He's on so many songs.
He's the most featured artist in the world. and I got him on the intro. Don't put that in the description or nothing. Just let them hear the interview.
I know. If they listen to the whole thing, they can get that because that's deep. The West Coast needs that. And I got some shit for you.
And then look, I got Brother Lynch and X-Rated on the same song. Yeah. X-Rated from Sacramento. He cold. X-Rated is a legend. Tap into X-Rated.
Hold on, you're putting me on right now, my nigga. Hold up.
Yeah, X-Rated just got out of jail doing 26 years, nigga. X-Rated. You don't know, if y'all know who X-Rated is, man, go look up Psychoactive, nigga. That's his first album. That shit is crazy. Nigga, okay. Go look up his single Mortal Kombat. That's one of his top songs. And go look up his new album, California Dreaming, nigga. X-Rated is a real one. He on the album too, nigga.
Damn, that's too deep, man. I got some shit I want to talk to you offline, man. I got a feature for you. For sure. You know how I do.
Yeah, me and LA Deuce just did a record too from San Bernardino.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
See, my nigga, you really be out here working. Don't let the quarantine stop you, my nigga. That's what I have for the people. Do not let this shit stop you, man. It's the time to get down, strap up your fucking boots, and get this shit.
And get to work.
It's niggas out here getting money, my nigga.
Because when the world gets started again, nigga, you gonna get left out. Y'all niggas need to be in the factory right now, nigga. Straight up.
Yeah.
Y'all niggas need to be in the factory. Y'all niggas need while this lockdown is perfect, nigga. Y'all niggas need to get y'all gears turning and them wheels moving. Straight up.
Real nigga, man. Hey, yo, Trizz, man, I love you, brother. I appreciate you,
man.
Yeah,
love you too, fam.
Hey, man. You go ahead and get up out here before I get up out of here, man. For all your podcast needs, go to productiveculture.com/podcast. And how did you hear about us section? Put in Argoon Radio, put in Big Cali World, put in I heard you on the Trizz interview from Big Cali. However way you can put it in there, get that special discount, man. Go download Trizz's music, available on Spotify, all streaming services, YouTube, wherever you get it, Twitch. What's your gamer tag again? If niggas need that fade.
If niggas need that fade on the Xbox, it's Baby Rip Gut, BABYRIPGUT, just like my Instagram and my Twitch, twitch.tv/Baby Rip Gut, BABY.
And you're taking all games, you're taking all fades, but for money, only money. You don't got time.
Bring your bread. If you ain't got no bread, nigga, go to bed.
Hello. Talk to me. And for this podcast, it's going to be available on all streaming services, Spotify, Apple Music, whatever, iTunes, SoundCloud, whatever you get it, it's there. You can go to bigcaliworld.com, go to YouTube, man. And I appreciate you, man. Real shit, Trizz.
All right, for sure, man.
Real shit. Peace out, bro.
Be easy. Hell yeah, love.
Big Cali World all the time, extra lit, extra lit, extra lit. Big Cali World all the time, extra lit, extra lit, extra lit. Big Cali World all the time, extra lit, extra lit, extra lit. Big Cali World all the time, extra lit, extra lit, extra lit. Ain't nobody fresh like C, built like bear, nigga strong like tree, strong like Kush, too hype like E. Entourage stick so thick like she. First class bitch, you know all 3 seats. Got the pass like free, talking free like cheap. You gon' cheat, hoodie bigger than whatever you gon' be. We gon' stack like cheese, that's 100 some G, nigga. Big Cali World all the time, extra lit, extra lit, extra lit. Big Cali World all the time, extra lit, extra lit, extra lit. Big Cali World all the time, extra lit.